going to get into today? Well, today is we are going to make some Butter Pecan Moonshine. I've been wanting to try this, so this one's a new one for me, but I'm sure it's going to turn out fantastic. It sure does sound good. So, but first things first, welcome to Still Works in Brewing. My name is Randy, and this is a channel that's all about home distillation and brewing. All right, so let's get started. All right, according to the directions I got in a pan, I want to, and like before, I'll put the ingredients down in the description box. Okay, so well, in a frying pan, we want to put half the butter. All right, half the butter would be one stick. Okay, so we're going to put half the butter, get that heating up. And what we want to do is we want to put in 2 cups of pecans, which I'll be willing to bet it's going to be this whole bag if I can open them up. So we want 2 cups in there. All right, 2 cups, but I'd be willing to bet that's going to be this whole bag. But 1 cup, almost the whole bag. 2 cups of pecans. All right, and what we want to do is melt that butter, and we want to toast these pecans. So they're, you know, like a golden color. And for whatever you do, do not throw, once we're all completely done, do not throw them pecans away. Okay, so let me get these golden brown, then we'll move on. Okay, so we got those pecans, they're nice and golden. All right, so we're going to take them off the heat, and we're going to let them set aside for a little while to cool. So let me grab a pot. Okay. Now, while that's cooling, we're going to add the rest of the ingredients into our pot. So what we want to do, in a large pot, add the other half of the butter. I don't know what the difference between salted and unsalted butter. This is supposed to be unsalted butter. I don't know what the difference is. Let me turn that on, get that to melting. So we want to melt that butter. The next thing we're going to do is, once these are cool, we can add these. It don't really have to be cool because we got to simmer everything anyway. So let's go ahead and add in our pecans. All right, so we got them added in. All right, we have 1 cup of sugar, just white sugar. And we got 2 cups of dark brown sugar. If I can get the thing open. All right, 2 cups of that. All right, the water, we want, how much water? 4 cups of water. One, 3. I need 1 more cup. Of water. Okay. We need 1 tablespoon of vanilla. All right, 1 tablespoon of vanilla and 2 teaspoons of cinnamon. Two teaspoons of cinnamon. All right, and what we want to do is we want to simmer this for about 15 minutes. So let me get her start warming up. Smells so good. So we just want to get this up to a simmer, stir it every once in a while, and then we'll be adding in the sweetened condensed milk, and then we gotta let it cool before we add the alcohol into it. Okay, so let me bring this up into a simmer and I'll be back. Okay, it's starting to simmer. What we want to do is we want to let this simmer for about 15 minutes. Okay? Ooh, it smells ungodly good. So what we want to do is let this simmer for about 15 minutes. Okay? Okay, so I let that cool down. And now it is time to add the sweetened condensed milk. That's always a challenge to get this out, ain't it, huh? Okay. So we want to get that all stirred in. That's going to make it taste really well. Okay, so that's all mixed in. Okay, what's next? All right, the next thing we want to do is we want 4 cups of a good shine, which is this 100 proof shine. So we're going to put 4 cups of that in. And then the directions I got, add 2 cups, either a dark rum or a bourbon, which I'm gonna use bourbon. 2 cups, right? Yeah, 2 cups. I'm gonna use a bourbon. It's 80 proof. 1, 2. All right. So we got that. All right, so what we want to do is mix this all in. Looks good. It does look good. It is going to be good. All right, so let me get cleaned up and then I'll be right back and we're going to move on. Okay, so we added all the alcohol in there. Now the fun part, I want to strain all the pecans out. But do not throw them away. Well, I guess I'm going to do it 2 times. Uh, Damn it. I'm good at making a mess. Good at making a mess. Yep, like I said, do not throw them pecans away because we will do something with them. We're going to candy them. All right. We got the pecans strained out. Got them saved. And I'm going to put everything back in the pot. All right. Whew. Wouldn't be me if I didn't make a mess, would it? All right, so the only thing we got left to do is put it in a bottle. All right. All right, let me get these filled up, then I'll be back. I guess there's one thing last to do, is give it a try, right? Wow. I do get an alcohol bite, a little bit, but I get a real creaminess. Wow. That is fantastic. I will be saving that recipe and I will be making it again. That is fantastic. Ooh. I mean, you can really taste the pecans. You can really taste the cinnamon. Of course, the vanilla's there. And just like I said, it's real creamy tasting, buttery tasting. That is fantastic. Once that's ice cold or poured a little bit over ice, you can't go wrong. It's sweet, but it don't taste over sweet though. Wow, that is good. That people will like. All right, let me put a lid on that. I'm gonna pour that over some ice though. So simple to make. And like I said before, I'll put the ingredients down in the description box. So if you want something good to drink, I suggest making it. It's very tasty. I guess the last thing I got to say is, hey, thanks for stopping by, and we'll see you next time here on Still Works and Brewing. Cheers, everybody.